Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Dr. Sadia from Physiology Department FRPMC. In my this session, I am going to tell you about the major components of the electrocardiogram and how to record the ECG in a human subject. So, the material which are required for recording ECG. We require examination table, a human subject, an ECG machine, and a power lab with lab tutor. We are going to discuss the power lab in the later sessions. So, a normal typical ECG is composed of three important waves: T wave, QRS complex, and T wave. And as you already know, T wave represents the atrial depolarization. The QRS complex represents ventricular depolarization and a T wave represents ventricular repolarization. You can okay students, placement of ECG leads. So as you already know, for the recording of ECG on the ECG machine, the placement of leads on the chest wall and limbs is very important for the accurate measurement. In 12 leads ECG, there are 10 electrodes providing 12 perspectives of the heart electrical activity using different angles through two electrical planes, vertical plane and horizontal plane. Okay. By using 4 limb electrodes, you get 6 frontal leads that provide information about the heart's vertical plane. We have 3 leads which are bipolar, lead 1, 2 and 3. By bipolar, we means that they require both positive and negative terminal for the recording of electrical activity of the heart. And there are 3 augmented leads, that is augmented VR, augmented VL and augmented VF. These are unipolar leads, which means they require only positive terminal for recording. Okay, now come to the horizontal plane transverse leads. As you already know, by using 6 chest electrodes, that is V1 to V6, you get 6 transverse leads that provides information about the heart horizontal plane. All these leads are unipolar. Okay student, here is a pictorial representation of the placement of leads on the chest wall and on the limbs. I have already told all this in detail in my video. In this diagram, you can see lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3. And you already know these 3 leads are bipolar, which means they need both positive and negative terminals. Lead 1 is from right arm to left arm. Then lead 2 is from right arm to left leg. And then lead 3 is from left arm to left leg. And in this way, it completes the Enthovian triangle, which you already know about. Now come to the procedure. Lie down the subject on the examination table. Always take the consent of the subject while recording the ECG. Remove all the metallic objects that the subject might be wearing. Remove the clothing from upper part of the body of the subject. Put the chest leads, that is V1 to V6, according to their position on the chest. Put the various limb leads in their proper position, that is right arm, left leg. Out of these limb leads, the lead on the right leg is used as an earth and the remaining 3 are used for active recording of the ECG. Stop after recording all leads on the ECG machine.
Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Dr. Sadia and I am a lecturer in Physiology Department FRPMC. Today I am going to explain you the placement of leads during the ECG recording. Okay. Students, first we have to take the consent from the patient and always stand on the right side while approaching the patient. But since I have to tell you about the placement of leads for the ECG recording, I am standing on the left side. Okay. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर सादिया है और मैं आपका जो है ECG रिकॉर्ड करना चाहती हूँ. क्या आप मुझे इस चीज़ की इजाज़त देते हैं? Okay, thank you. Okay students, we have 4 electrodes and 6 limb leads, and also we have 6 chest leads. So total we have 12 leads and 4 electrodes. Now I am going to tell you about the placement of electrodes. Okay, first we have this red one and we are going to place it on the right arm. Okay, the hand should be in the relaxed and supine position. We will place the gel and above the gel we will put the electrode metal part. Similarly, we are going to place this yellow electrode on the left arm. We will apply the gel and place the metal part like this and keep the arm relaxed in supine position. This students, we will place this green electrode on the left leg. Okay, apply the gel and then like this place the electrode. As you all know, this black electrode is always placed on the right leg and this is a neutral electrode. It is just to complete the circuit. Like this. Now we are going to place the chest leads on the chest. First, I will tell you about the important anatomical landmark for the placement of chest leads. See, this is a sternal notch. Place your finger here, you will feel this depth. Okay. Now, there is a very important anatomical landmark, manubrium sterni. Feel this like this, and just below this there is a second intercostal space. Now go down, third intercostal space, and now this is fourth intercostal space. We will place C1 on the right side of the sternum like this. Now just adjacent to C1 on the left side of the sternum we are going to place C2. Now I am going to place C4 first and then we will place C3 in between C2 and C4. Okay, students, see, this is a clavicle and you have to see for the mid-clavicular line. Mid-clavicular line is just if you go above the nipple, you will see the mid-clavicular line. So come downward, just below the nipple, in the 5th intercostal space, you will place C4 like this. And now between C2 and C4, we are going to place C3. Now for C5 and C6, I am going to show you another important landmark. You have to see, you know that this is axilla, and for the placement of C5, we will see the anterior axillary line. This is axilla and this is anterior axillary line. Come downward, in the 5th intercostal space, you are going to place C5. Apply gel and then place the lead. Okay. Like this. Now C6. C6 is always placed in the mid axillary line. Okay? Just adjacent to C5 like this. Now students, as we have placed the leads, now I am going to take the ECG strip out of the ECG machine. Students, we usually take out the 10-second strip while recording ECG. Okay students, we have taken out the ECG strip out of the ECG machine. Now you can easily see all the leads in the ECG strip, and now you can calculate the rate, rhythm and axis of the heart by seeing the ECG strip. Dr. Iram have already taught you about the method of calculating the rate, rhythm and axis in her lecture.
Okay students, thank you for listening.